采访校长，这也是这个 Stonyhurst 的校长啊第一次接受采访。Hi. Hello.
Hi. Lovely to meet you.
How are you?
All good. How are you? Okay?
I'm good. Hello, thank you so much for doing this interview with me.
No, thank you so much for coming.
Okay, so first, could you tell me a bit about the school's background and history?
Absolutely. So Stonyhurst International School Penang is the sister school to Stonyhurst UK, which is in Clitheroe, which is in the north of England. Stonyhurst UK is over 450 years old. One of the most renowned schools in the UK, and we are delighted that they decided to open up an international school, and we opened in 2022, and it's our third year of operation, and we have great links with Stonyhurst UK. It's not just a franchise, but we work very, very closely with them. We follow their traditions, we follow their expectations, we follow their virtues. They come and do quality assurance visits, and we work very, very closely with them in terms of the teaching style, the pedagogical approach in terms of what they would expect to see from a Stonyhurst education. It's more than the classroom as well. We have followed the virtues that they uphold as well, and we expect all our children to follow the virtues. We follow something called the Jesuit pupil profile. And you will see in the school, our children are delightful, and they really, really do reflect the virtues that we expect our children to uphold. Stonyhurst UK has a rich history, and we're very proud of that history. And if you Googled, you'd find a lot of very, very famous people who have gone through Stonyhurst UK, including the author of Sherlock Holmes, and many, many people which have held high positions as leaders. And that's something that Stonyhurst UK excel at, and that's what we want to achieve as well. We want our children to enter the school to learn, but we want them to leave the school to serve others, and that's a fundamental part of what we are. And you know, the tapestry and the history of Stonyhurst UK is in our heart as well.
The newest school, but with the oldest roots. I know some teachers come from Stonyhurst in the UK. That's part of its legacy.
Absolutely, yeah, and we're very proud to have Stonyhurst UK teachers here, because some of our teachers were children at Stonyhurst UK, and they grew up at Stonyhurst UK. Bring that experience of what it is to be a Stonyhurst school, and we're very proud to have that tradition to ensure that the continuity of a British education continues in Penang.
So what kind of guidance and support does the main campus provide for our school?
So Stonyhurst UK have been instrumental in terms of the setup of the school, but they come every year. They do a quality assurance visit. The headmaster came with the chairperson and the assistant head of academics. They came to do the quality assurance. They were exceptionally happy with what they saw here. They saw quality teaching. They saw quality teachers. Outside of the classroom, the activities that we do, the service learning element of the school is really, really important to them as well. And we communicate on a regular basis. Our teachers communicate with each other to work through curriculums and teaching and provide resources. And also the children themselves, the pupil council, will be meeting the other children from Stonyhurst UK and develop those links within the pupils. Next year, we'll be running a trip to Stonyhurst UK, and the children will have the opportunity to go to Stonyhurst UK and to go to lessons and to work with the children there, and also be able to go and look at universities in the UK. So that's what I'm very proud about, because it's not a franchise.
Yeah, because a lot of parents hope their children can go to the Stonyhurst in the UK to study, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's something that we're working with Stonyhurst UK in terms of having the opportunities for pupils to go there. And we will support any applications in the future if they so wish. But we also, it's a two-way thing. We want students to come to Stonyhurst International School Penang and have that Stonyhurst education. We develop, we work, absolutely, we support parents, and like I said, you know, the opportunity to go to visit Stonyhurst UK are really, really important. So we will help. We will help as much as we physically can.
How do you blend the Eastern and the Western educational style in such a diverse setting?
Right, that's a great question. One thing I'm really proud about is that every child which comes in to this school absolutely has different cultures.
Yes.
We have 33 different nationalities here. And we're very proud. We recognise everybody's culture and diversity and nationalities. But when they walk through the gate here, they all have Stonyhurst uniform on. So they're no longer an individual. They're part of a Stonyhurst family. They understand that they're following a British education. The teachers have British training and they teach in a style which matches what we want to do. And what I mean by that is we want the children to take ownership of their learning. We want them to want to learn. We want them to question. We want them to work together on different aspects of their education. So when we talk about Eastern and Western, absolutely, any child which comes into the school, we do a test for them to start off with, to see where their learning is. So each teacher can work with that child to make sure that they are learning correctly, and if they need support, or if they are excellent, we celebrate their excellence and encourage them to go to greater depth. Absolutely, exams are very important, but we give them the soft skills to be able to take ownership in preparation for university years.
What kind of the students that the school aim to nurture?
That's a really good question. And as I said a minute ago, in terms of entering to learn and leave to serve, we want an all-round student. We want to be able for them to, yes, have an excellent education. High academic results are really important. But it's more than that, it's the holistic education of the child. We want them to learn outside of the classroom. We want them to learn about themselves and challenge themselves. Walk out of these gates as a rounded individual, understanding the global context, understanding exactly where they fit into the world, and to give back to the community. And that's one of the things we do in terms of service learning. It's very important that the children understand that, what does service learning mean? It means recognizing the community. It could be the community in Penang. It could be community back into their own in their own country. And what can they give back? And that's part of the Stonyhurst history. It's in terms of recognizing that you're not an individual. You're part of the global world. We want them to really think about them as a person. It is that holistic education. I want every child to leave this gate being proud about themselves.
The school definitely has a British style and philosophy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but we also need to nurture each child's individuality.
Absolutely.
So how do you balance?
Yeah, so that's a great question. So let me give you an example in terms of our CCA program. We have 119 different CCAs. My daughter comes to this school and she is an individual, and we don't force her to do things. She challenges herself. She wants to try her best to do different activities. She wants to find her own feet, and we encourage that. We will not, in a better term, English term, shoebox students. We want them to be able to flourish on their own. We support them. We encourage them. You're absolutely right. Every child is an individual, and they will find their own place and their own ideas about what they would like to do in the world. For some of our children, they've come to school very quiet. They've decided they'd like to try drama, for example. And then bang, they become these amazing people, very confident, and really enjoyed that. Sports. For some children, sports are really important. And we encourage that individual to take ownership of their learning in a specific sport, for example, and we support them to become the best they physically can. And other people have different ideas in like computer programming. So we really do encourage our children to experiment, but also we encourage our children to become the best person they can, and we will support them in that as much as we physically can.
The last one, maybe you can introduced in sixth form?
Yes, so sixth form, currently we're up to year 11, but we're very, very excited. Next year we'll be opening our sixth form to do A-level program, and they're building a sixth form centre. We're hoping for a large number of students to join us. We have some excellent teachers here in the school, and we'll have more teachers coming next year. We have a homestay program. They cannot live in Penang, but they would like to come and do the A-level program with us. Yeah, we're very, very excited, and it's another new journey of the school.
Do you have any other plan coming up?
Yes, so hopefully, fingers crossed, we have a water sports centre being built. We have the most beautiful school and the most beautiful views. We have now plans to have a water sports centre, which obviously the students will use, and we'll integrate that into the curriculum so that everybody has the opportunity to do so. And that's a really exciting part and a very special and unique part of the school. We've got development now for the field next door, and that will be a great addition to the amazing facilities that we have here as well.
Okay, thank you.
No, thank you, thank you.
都特别，每次都特别好。然后sorry, I speak
No,
Chinese.
it's all right.
It's all good things. It's all good things.
Not too bad, Charlie.
You remember?
Yeah.
Look at me. Look at me. Yeah. Look at that.
Well, I thought I was taking a photo. Are we
Yes, but like
Oh, we're talking. Oh, I thought we.
我待会儿就是我们。Hello, I'm 桃子. Welcome to Stonyhurst.